Good morning. Or maybe not so good yet.
Yeah, give me about 10 minutes and 1 cup of coffee, and then I'll decide if it's a good morning.
You sound like someone who is still half asleep.
That's because I am half asleep. Honestly, Anna, this morning I woke up, looked at my alarm clock, and just stared at it, like it personally offended me.
That's so real. What time was it?
6:30, which in my opinion is not a real time. It's more like a suggestion, a rude suggestion.
So what did you do?
I did what every responsible adult does. I turned off the alarm, and then I just lay there, completely still, like a piece of wet laundry.
Wet laundry?
Yeah, you know that feeling? Heavy, slow, no shape, just there. That was me. My brain wasn't working, my body wasn't moving. I was folded, like a question mark.
That image is too accurate. I think we've all been there.
And then, after about 10 minutes of doing absolutely nothing, I had one thought.
Let me guess.
Coffee.
Of course.
Not breakfast, not exercise, not let's start the day, just coffee. Like my whole personality depends on it.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
It really does. I finally got up, walked to the kitchen like a zombie, made my coffee, and just stood there, holding the cup.
Did you drink it right away?
No, I just held it like it was emotional support.
That's beautiful and a little sad at the same time.
Yeah. And then I took the first sip, and suddenly I was alive again.
That first sip hits differently.
Exactly. It's like my brain turns on, my eyes open, my mood changes. I go from, please don't talk to me, to, okay, maybe life is not so bad.
So coffee is not just a drink for you.
No. It's a rescue mission.
I love that. But honestly, I think many people feel the same way.
Yeah, and that's the question, right? Why do we love coffee so much?
Is it just the taste, the energy, or something deeper?
Or are we all just tired humans trying to survive the morning?
That sounds like a very honest answer already. So let's talk about something important here. When we feel like that in the morning, slow, heavy, not ready, many people think, oh, I'm just lazy.
Yeah, I've said that to myself so many times. Come on, Jake, why you like this? Just get up.
Exactly. We are very quick to blame ourselves.
But it doesn't actually help, right?
Not at all, because the problem is not just laziness, it's something more human.
Like what?
Well, think about it. When you wake up, your body is still in a slew state. Your brain needs time to start working. Your energy is low. That's normal.
So you're saying I'm not broken?
No, you're not broken. You're just waking up.
That actually feels nice to hear.
And coffee becomes part of that process. It's not only about caffeine, it's about transition.
Transition?
Yes, it helps you move from sleep mode to life mode.
Oh, I like that. Sleep mode to life mode.
And also, coffee is a small moment of control.
What do you mean?
Well, think about your morning. Sometimes it feels messy, rushed, or stressful. But making coffee is simple. It's something you can do.
Yeah, that's true. It's like one small thing I can handle.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start.
So coffee is like the first step.
Yes, a very small, kind step.
That makes sense because when I drink coffee, I don't suddenly become super productive. I just feel a little better.
And that little better is important.
Yeah, it's not magic. It's just enough.
And that's something many people don't understand. They think they need a perfect morning routine.
Like those videos where people wake up at 5 a.m., do yoga, journal, read a book, and drink green juice.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to find my socks.
Real life is very different.
So maybe the goal is not to be perfect.
Yes, maybe the goal is to be kind to yourself.
Kind before coffee?
Especially before coffee.
That's hard.
Is. But think about this. When you wake up feeling slow, instead of saying, I'm lazy, you can say, I'm just starting.
That feels softer.
And more true.
Yeah, because honestly, mornings feel like climbing a hill, not running.
That's a great image. And coffee is like a small push.
Or a warm hand saying, you can do this.
I love that. So maybe we don't love coffee only because of the taste or energy.
But because it helps us begin.
Yeah, it's not about being powerful.
It's about being kind enough to start.
So now that we understand something important, that mornings are not about laziness, but about starting slowly, let's talk about what can actually help.
Please, yes, because right now my only plan is still coffee and hope.
That's a very honest plan. And actually, it's not a bad place to begin.
Really?
Yes, because instead of trying to change everything, we can focus on something much smaller.
Smaller sounds good. Less scary.
Exactly. We don't need a strict routine. We need what I like to call a soft ritual.
Soft ritual. I like how that sounds. It feels gentle.
That's the idea. A soft ritual is something simple, kind, and easy to repeat. It doesn't push you too hard.
So, making coffee counts?
It absolutely counts.
Wow, I've been productive this whole time and didn't even know it?
See? You're already doing something right.
Okay, so what makes a good soft ritual?
It should be small, almost too small to fail.
Too small to fail, like what?
For example, instead of saying, I will wake up and do a full workout, you say, I will sit up in bed.
That's it?
Yes, just sit up.
That feels possible.
Exactly. And once you sit up, maybe the next step becomes easier.
Like putting my feet on the floor?
Yes, and then maybe walking to the kitchen?
And then coffee.
Of course, coffee stays.
Good, I was worried for a second.
But here's the important part. We don't force the next step. We just allow it.
So, no pressure.
No pressure, just gentle movement.
That's very different from what people usually say.
Yes, many people think they need discipline and strict rules. But when you're feeling groggy or sluggish, that can feel too heavy.
Yeah, it feels like someone is shouting at you when your brain is still sleeping.
Exactly. So instead, we speak to ourselves more kindly.
Like, how?
Instead of saying, get up now, you can say, let's just sit up.
That sounds like talking to a friend.
That's the goal.
Okay, I like this. But what if I still feel really slow, like completely drained?
Then your ritual can be even softer.
Even softer?
Yes, maybe you just open the window. Or you hold your cup of coffee and take one deep breath.
That actually sounds nice.
Because the goal is not to become amazing in one morning.
Yeah, that sounds impossible anyway.
The goal is to create a moment that is kind enough to help you begin.
That sentence feels important.
It is, because many people fail not because they are weak, but because they expect too much too fast.
Yeah, they try to go from 0 to 100.
Exactly. But real life doesn't work like that.
It's more like 0 to 1.
Perfect.
So coffee is not the whole solution.
But it can be part of your first one.
I like that. It makes me feel less guilty about loving it so much.
There's no need to feel guilty. You're just using something small to help yourself move forward.
And honestly, sometimes that small move is everything.
Yes, starting is often the hardest part.
And coffee makes starting a little softer.
All right, before we finish, let's slow down and do our word tour.
Yes, this is my favorite part. We get to meet the words again, but this time we really understand them.
Exactly. Today, we chose words that describe how we feel in the morning and how we begin our day. Groggy means feeling sleepy, slow, and not fully awake.
That's me every morning before coffee.
Example 1. I felt so groggy that I walked into the wrong room. Example 2. After a short nap, she still felt groggy and confused.
Sluggish means moving slowly with low energy.
Like trying to walk through water.
Exactly. Example 1, I felt sluggish after eating too much. Example 2, the hot weather made everyone feel sluggish at work.
Drained means you have no energy left. You feel empty and tired.
Like your battery is at 0%.
Perfect example. Example 1. After a long day, I felt completely drained. Example 2. She looked drained after the stressful meeting.
Invigorating is the opposite feeling. It means something gives you energy and makes you feel fresh.
Like that first sip of coffee.
Exactly. Example 1, the cold air was invigorating in the morning. Example 2, a short walk can be very invigorating.
Shake off means to get rid of a feeling, like tiredness or stress.
So I can shake off my sleepiness?
Yes! Example 1. I need coffee to shake off this tired feeling. Example 2. She went for a run to shake off her stress.
This is an idiom. It means you wake up in a bad mood.
Ah, that explains a lot about my Mondays.
Example 1, he must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed today. Example 2, sorry, I'm a bit grumpy. I think I woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Ease into means to start something slowly and gently.
That's exactly what we talked about today.
Yes. Example 1, I like to ease into my day with a cup of tea. Example 2, she eased into the new job without pressure. So let's take a moment and look back at what we talked about today.
Yes, let's do a slow, gentle summary, just like our morning should be.
We started with something very real, that heavy, groggy feeling in the morning.
Yeah, the wet laundry feeling.
Exactly. When your body feels slow, your mind is quiet, and everything feels just a little too hard.
And we said something important. It's not laziness.
Right. It's just part of being human. Waking up takes time.
And coffee is not just a drink.
It's a small bridge between sleep and life.
A soft start, a quiet beginning.
Then we talked about soft rituals.
Yes, no big scary routines, just small steps.
Steps that are kind enough to help you begin.
Like sitting up, putting your feet on the floor, holding your coffee.
And not forcing yourself to do everything at once.
Just moving from 0 to 1.
And that's enough.
More than enough, actually.
And finally, we visited our words again.
Groggy, sluggish, drained.
And also invigorating, shake off, ease into.
And my favorite, waking up on the wrong side of the bed.
A very honest idiom.
Yeah, these words feel real because they describe real mornings.
So maybe the question is not just why do we love coffee?
Maybe the question is, what does coffee give us?
A pause.
A moment.
A gentle way to begin again.
And maybe that's what we really love.
Before we go, we want to leave you with a simple life principle.
Something small but powerful.
Here it is. Do not attack yourself before breakfast.
I think I needed that today.
Me too.
Because sometimes the first voice we hear in the morning is our own.
And that voice should be kind.
Not loud, not angry, not pushing too hard.
Just gentle enough to say, let's begin. And now we'd love to hear from you.
Yes, tell us about your mornings.
Do you love coffee too?
Or do you have a different ritual?
What is your one small move that helps you start your day?
Write it in the comments. We really want to know.
And maybe your idea can help someone else.
Because we're all just trying to begin a little better.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We hope this episode felt like a warm cup of coffee for your mind.
Take care of yourself.
Be kind to yourself.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!